All right, and we are back with another week's challenge with Mr. Evans. And today, again, I have my studio audience with me. Studio audience, would you like to say hello?
Hi, everybody.
So here we are today. We are solving this week's math challenge problem. We are going to follow this 6-step framework. And my class, we're here today, and we're going to help remember what those steps are. So what is that first step we need to complete, class?
Read the entire problem.
So here we are. We're getting ready to read the entire problem. Today, we're going to do it as a class. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Katie's hockey practice started at 10:30 a.m. and the girls skated for 1 hour and 40 minutes. What time did their practice end? That was a wonderful job. So now that we've completed our first step, class, what is our second step?
Rewrite the question as a statement.
So now we're going to look at that question so that we can rewrite it as a statement. And that question was, what time did their practice end? We're going to say their practice ended at blank. All right. And that's what we're solving for now at this moment. So now it's time to move on to the third step of our 6-step framework. In class, what's that third step?
Who or what is the problem about?
This problem is about Katie's hockey practice. So I'm just going to write over here off to the side, Katie's hockey practice. All right. Now, unfortunately, when we get to this next step, Mr. Evans is going to do something different. So let's go ahead and say what the fourth step of our 6-step framework is.
Draw your model.
So naturally, you wait for Mr. Evans to say, oh, I'm going to draw my infamous tape line. But today, I won't be drawing the tape line. I will be drawing a what, class?
Timeline.
A timeline. And most of you will be familiar with it as like a number line, but a timeline because we're following the time of Katie's practice. So I've made this nice, lovely line that I can get in this information that I'm trying to account for today. So now that we have our model, now it's time to go ahead and get step 4/5 getting underway. And the first thing that we need to do to get this model underway is write down the start time. In class, what time was that they started?
10:30 a.m.
Oh, yes. It's important that we mark that 10:30 a.m. because we certainly won't want to think that Katie's practicing hockey at 10:30 p.m. because hopefully Katie's asleep. But, hey, you never know with these things. So here we are, 10:30. And I'm going to put AM just below it, all right? And we do know how long she skated for. We just don't know what the end time is. So since we know how long she skated for, which was what, class?
1 hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah, 1 hour and 40 minutes. I'm going to take leaps in time based off of that 1 hour and 40 minutes. So the first leap that Mr. Evans is going to make is for 1 hour. Why? Because I know when I add 1 hour to 10:30, it's going to become what, class?
11:30.
So that's what I'm going to do. Make that 1 hour leap. And I'm going to label it that, hey, this was a 1 hour leap. And I know when I get over here to this time here, it's going to officially be 11:30. And it's still going to be what? AM. Yes, that is correct. So far we have 1 hour of our 1 hour and 40 minutes. So now we just have 40 minutes to divvy out. So let's divvy out the 40 minutes. We can either go 5 minutes at a time, 10 minutes at a time, 15 minutes at a time, 20 minutes at a time. The goal is to be efficient and work with numbers that you're comfortable with. For me, I'm looking at that 40 minutes, and I'm comfortable with just jumping to the next hour, consuming 30 minutes. Because I know if I add 30 minutes to 11:30, it's going to officially become what time?
12
But not just 12. It'll be 12
p.m.
12 p.m. So I'm going to jump 30 minutes And we're going to write 30-minute jump up there. And it's going to officially be what we said, 12 p.m. All right? So now that we have 12 p.m., I've used 1 hour and 30 minutes. How many more minutes do I need to use? 10. I need to use 10 more minutes. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump that last 10 minutes. And there it is, 10 minutes. And I add just 10 minutes onto 12, and it becomes 12, 10. And it'll be 12, 10 what? p.m. That is wonderful. And like that, just like that, we have our end time. So therefore, their practice ended at 12:10 p.m. And there was really no equation to solve today, which is why we really didn't go for our solve our equation. So, but there is something I can do to make sure that I did do this correctly. I can add up 1 hour plus 30 minutes plus 10 minutes to ensure that it is indeed 1 hour and 40 minutes. And I know that I got 1 hour and I got 30 plus 10, which is 40. And there's my 1 hour and 40 minutes of elapsed time. Thank you for your time today. You guys have been great. My studio audience thanks you. Everybody say
Thank you.
Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you
Next time.
next time.